What is going on, you guys? Today is going to be a pretty special day for me. Well, yes, definitely for me. I ain't got work today. I took off. So what we're going to do today is I'm taking that Type R. We're going to go wash it. And we're going to try and hit up one of my buddies. He ain't ever ridden or drove a Type R before. So I might get a couple shots of him taking it down the street and giving it some hell and having some fun. So I'll definitely bring you guys along for that. Another thing is my roommate, my best friend, also purchased a house today. He finally closed in, got the keys, and we're gonna go check that out and see how it is. And I want to check the house out. He's gonna be renting a room to me, so I will be moving here in a little bit, but I still got a little bit of time before I do that. So yeah, stay tuned. Trying to come out. I really hope it does. These clouds need to give way. I'm ready to see some sun after all this rain. I'm not a fan of the traffic around here, but I guess that's what you get for living in Charlotte. So we're almost there. We're getting close. Just maybe 10 more minutes of traffic and we'll be there. So we're gonna make this real quick for you guys and save you from the heartache. Oh, there's an ambulance up here. Oh God, I hope he's not trying to stop traffic. That would be a headache. All right, like I said, we're gonna make this quick for you guys and we should be there right now. Hey you guys, what's up? Yeah, I wish I could have shown you guys the house, but I didn't really want to be a bother. My roommate and his girlfriend were in there. When I first got there, her mom was there and she was hanging out and checking the house out and they were talking, and my buddy was outside talking to the neighbor. And then as soon as I felt like I had a little bit of time, the guy came over. They had somebody come over and inspect the house, the interior, the floors, cabinets, and all that, and they were talking numbers and trying to get a price on repainting and making the house look good again. But yeah, so I didn't really want to be in the way with the camera, and so I promise you, I'll show you the house, I promise, but it just ain't gonna be today, and I'm sorry. Aww. But I just need to vent for a moment because my heart goes out to all those who live in a heavily populated city, the best way to say this, and work first shift, because this is nuts. 5 p.m. and I'm sitting in standstill traffic, stop and go, driving a manual, killing my leg. Now the clutch is pretty soft in the Type R, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just when you're constantly on it, back and forth, shit gets old. So I'm so happy I work second shift. I leave just an amount of time where it's like right after the lunch rush, and I get to work, no problems. And then leaving, I get off at 11 p.m. every night, so there's no traffic. Usually I only see like a couple cars on the way home, if even. So whenever I take a day off and I actually got errands to run, it's like, it really, really sucks. And I hate it. So ain't nothing you can do about it. You just gotta live with it. I just wanted to give a quick review about the car. Honestly, now that I'm driving it all day today and I've been going all around town, through sitting in traffic, through flying on the highway, and for the people out there that are really considering buying a Type R, and you're concerned about the practicality of it or the drivability of it, and driving it every day to and from work or to and around town, getting groceries, you'd be surprised. The trunk on this car is amazing. It's huge. I go grocery shopping and I maybe fill up half, if even. Like, there is so much room back there. And on top of that, the clutch on this car, like drivability wise, the clutch, it's fairly soft. It's easy to work. It's nice and smooth. The gear shifting is nice and smooth. When you crank the car up, it automatically goes into sport mode. If you're unaware, the Type R has 3 different modes. There's a sport mode, a comfort mode, and a plus R mode. Obviously, the plus R mode is for whenever you're having a little bit of spirited driving, or you're on a track or winding through mountain roads, you probably have fun. The plus R mode, from my understanding, I mean, don't quote me on this, I'm no expert with this, but from my understanding, the plus R mode is for like track racing, or spirited driving, you're going to have tighter steering response on the steering wheel. You're going to have a little bit stiffer suspension, and it's going to be a little bit more rigid. Now, if you go into sport mode, it's a lot more practical. You still get the tighter steering, but I'm not 100% sure what the differences are between the sport mode and the Plus R mode. It's actually something I'm genuinely curious about. So when I get home, maybe I'll research that, and then. But if you know, comment below. Let me know. You know, I'm all ears. I really want to know about this stuff. I want to learn more about this car as much as I can as I go along with it. And the comfort mode is a substantial difference. If you're driving down the road and you're just cruising and you flip it to comfort mode, you immediately feel the car like slow down in a sense. Like you feel the car get pushed back in a weird way, like the power's being dumbed down and the steering gets a lot lighter. It's not heavy and like tight. It's a lot, and the suspension gets a little softer. I assume you would use that mainly for like if you're going on a long distance, or you wake up early and you're going to work and you're tired, you didn't get much sleep or something, you just want the Cadillac all the way to work. Well, comfort mode is perfect for that, but I never ride it in comfort. I usually stick with only sport. If I plan on doing any kind of spirited driving while I'm sitting at a light or just even going down the road, I'll flip it up to Plus R and have a little bit of fun. But for the most part, I stick with sport mode. It's pretty nice. But everything else about this car is pretty straight. The seats are, I've heard that the seats weren't comfortable before I bought the car. When I bought the car, I mean, then again, I'm 135 pounds soaking wet, so I don't weigh much and I'm scrawny, so I don't know, some of the bolsters might be a little too tight for certain people. I know I had my dad sit in the car, and when my dad sat in the car, he was like real tight up against it. He felt uncomfortable. But for someone like me, a little smaller build, it sits perfectly fine, and I have no issues with it. The heat and AC work amazing. The heat comes up fast, AC blows real cold. I mean, brand new car, I mean, I'd hope so, but you'd be surprised. And on top of that, like, this car is just super nice. I love the way it drives. I love the way you can drive it every day and still get where you're going with the reliability and the and being able to easily drive it and have no worries, and then also be able to take it out on the weekends to the track or whatever you need to do and have some fun. And the sound system, the display, everything is super convenient, super nice. It's easy to work. It's not hard. You don't need no PhD to figure out how to connect your phone to Bluetooth. Pretty simple. I had issues with my older car. I had a Lexus, and I mean, I'm not shaming Lexus or anything. I loved the car, but for some reason I always had an issue with my phone connecting to the Bluetooth. It was a process. Every time I got in the car, it never wanted to connect. So I always had to like manually connect it every time I got in the car, and it got really agitating. But this one, as soon as the car cranks up, it's already connected to my phone and ready to go. So I love that. Now, I've never had anybody sit in the back seat, but there is plenty of room back there. You'd be surprised. So definitely, possibly a family car, maybe. I guess if having a back seat and 4 doors makes it a little bit easier to talk your girlfriend or wife into getting, and you know, making her be okay with it, and hey, go for it. But this car's an amazing car and I love it. So now I do plan on getting a daily at some point, but not exactly sure when. So stick around and we'll see what we get. I'm looking at I'm wanting like an SUV, something I can beat around on and have fun with. I was looking at like a older CRV or possibly an older 4Runner. I'm still debating. So I'm still looking to sell a little bit more parts from my SI first before I get to that, just to make sure that I'm safe with the money and all that, you know. But yeah, that's the goals and that's the plan, so let's make it happen. What's going on, you guys? All right, I'm here with my friend Tyler. We call him T-Pal.
What's up? What's
Say
up?
what's up.
What's up?
All right. I'm letting him drive the Type R. First time in a Type R. What's your thoughts?
It's nice. It's real nice. It's real nice.
All right, let's turn the lights off and let's get it.
Oh yeah, it's real smooth.
It's always weird starting out in
Real
a.
smooth.
Yeah, I told you it's smooth. Turn the lights on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're not all the way on.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Is it just me, or is it always weird whenever you drive a different car that's a manual? Like, they all feel different.
Yeah, they're all different.
Like, when I was driving my SI and I jumped in this, when I was taking off in the parking lot at the dealership, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no.
I was like a little jerky. My buddy's like, you sure you know how to drive a manual? I was like, yeah, man.
Well, you know I'm used to
doubt
the
me.
high-ass clutches. Every Z I've owned has a high-ass clutch.
Yeah.
So just a little bit's weird to me.
What's weird to me is being in the passenger seat of my own car.
Is this the first time you've ridden the passenger seat?
Actually, no. I let my buddy drive it. Like, it wasn't broken in, but I let him drive it, like, just around the complex and back. I think you're the first person that actually gets to take it down the road.
Okay, appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I'm just trying to concentrate on driving.
I know.
My dialogue sucks.
It don't matter.
It's really smooth though. Like you wouldn't know you're in like a like a Type R, like something special.
Surprisingly, yeah. I mean, we're in plus R mode right now, but
Oh yeah, that's true.
you put in comfort. Like, whenever we're like on road, like, you know, I'm not going to disclose the name of the. Whenever we're on the street that the neighborhood's on,
Yeah.
I'll let you switch it to the different ones and let you feel it. Oh yeah, that's fun, ain't it?
Dude, I love like a good front wheel drive spin.
Oh yeah, it's like you could spin tires but not be worried about going in the ditch.
Yeah, that was controllable. I like one hand on it.
This car's got some power to it. It's got some torque.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's still a Honda. But...
That's the problem. Like, I'm not trying to beat in your car, but like I want to keep doing it.
Oh, I know. Hey, it's broken in. Have some fun.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go too crazy. It's too new. I don't do that to people's new cars.
How many miles have we got?
Shit.
Like 1,300.
Yeah, 1,366. Just the sound alone, dude. Just with the intake, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
you'd be
real
surprised. The Mishimoto intake brings out so much noise.
It does. That's surprising how loud it is. Yeah, that's really loud. You'd think you'd have a blow-up valve on it for sure or something.
Yeah. That's why I feel like I need an exhaust. I don't want people thinking like,
Yeah.
I hate when you have a car that's so quiet and they get on it and then you just hear the loud blow-off valve. You're like, what the hell?
They only put the blow-off valve on it.
Oh, I can't stand it. I am so ready for an exhaust. I gotta have one. I'm surprised at how loud it seems in the car with the windows up.
I'm gonna hit the roundabout up here.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that drive's good. It's really smooth. Real smooth. Taking it all in. It's like, you know me, I like new age cars. You know, like new age feeling and technology. And
of course.
This is like both. It's, you know, got all the technological stuff you need, but it still has that like fast tunery feeling to it. You know, you're not in a 93 hatch with no power steering.
The old days. We all had those old beaters we had fun with. I remember you used to have a 240 at one point.
Yeah.
You didn't have it for that long, but hey, you still had it.
I didn't want to put money in that thing, really.
You still had it. That's all.
Yeah, it still owned it, I guess, technically.
What I love is how bright the headlights are on the car from factory.
Dude, I love new headlights. Even
Super
my car,
bright.
Even my car isn't this new, like for how bright they are. Because my mom's is just like this, and I like it.
You know what's different but super cool about this car is only on the 2019 model so far is the volume knob. all the other models didn't have the volume knob. It was like on the touchscreen. It was weird. Everybody,
oh, I remember that.
Everybody
yeah.
hates it.
Yeah, because it was all up there. Yeah.
So 2019, they did a revision. They put the volume knob and the physical buttons.
It's nice to have a button.
And then they put this right here. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
They put this right here with the climate control. The climate was a little different on the earlier Type R's, and people complained about that too.
I remember they hated the little scrolling thing because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you're trying to drive, you can't, like,
Yeah.
it's hard to get exact where you want it.
We'll go ahead and close the video out here.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's too dark. Let's try this. All right. So that's going to be it for today's video. I'm going to enjoy some more time with my buddy.
Sir.
We're going to hit this roundabout and have some more fun, and I'm going to teach him a little bit more about the different settings and all. But, yep, that's going to be it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, that's it.